Hi, this is me, and this is my new hardcore world. In this video I want to attempt to survive 100 Minecraft days in a hardcore survival. I'll be spending over 33 hours as one day in Minecraft is roughly 20 minutes in the real world. But do remember, it's hardcore and one mistake and it's all over.
No. Wait.
I know this will be very hard, but there's two things I want to challenge myself to. First is building the greatest riverside base you've ever seen. And secondly, beating the Ender Dragon. But to do all of this, I must start on day one. Spawning in, we find ourselves in the savannah biome. So we gathered some sugarcane to start off with. Oh wow, we have Badlands right next to us. Let's get this chicken for some food. Nice. I'm gonna try and gather some wheat or some seeds so I can start growing some crops and stuff like that whenever I do find like where I want to camp out. We'll kill this sheep, get some wool for our bed. I do feel low-key bad for killing these poor animals, but to my survival it has to be done. Another sheep. Hopefully we get 2 wool and just 1. Go. Okay, right, I'm gonna head into the oak biome just because I don't really want to build in the savannah biome. I'd rather build in the oak forest. We're gonna get some wood first anyways. First thing I want to do is make an axe. So this is going to be really tricky. I've never done hardcore before, so honestly this could go very wrong for me. But I do think I can make it to 100 days. I've done plenty of survival worlds normally, and like that you die, but yeah, it's not like you're trying too hard because you can respawn. But I've never done a hardcore before. Now a wooden axe, we're just going to get some more wood. I want to make up a pickaxe so I can start getting some cobblestone and making some stone tools. It will make my life a lot easier. I did see this coal, so I want to grab this coal first. It's always nice having coal because obviously I need some torches for going mining. Gotta make sure I do not hit this lava here. I'm trying to be extra careful because I really don't want to die so early in. That would be such a pity. Although dying earlier in is probably better than dying later in, but I just don't want to die at all. I think this is going to be my base camp, so this is where I'm going to do my first cave, or as I'd call it later on, my mine entrance. I want to bedazzle everything up and maybe clear out a few more trees and stuff like that. But obviously got to make a chest and clear out my inventory as it's getting full. We'll make up a furnace, put some food and stuff in there, and because I'm getting hungry. I do need to make a bed soon as well. Then we did a bit more mining for stone, a few more materials. Get some torches down before it starts turning dark as well. Could make up a bed, needed some more materials. And we're gonna go down into a cave and sleep. I was just going out and I noticed that there was a village in the distance. So I'm gonna go over and check it out and see if there's anything interesting. We have to get some crops, some cards for the crop farm, some hay bales so we can start breeding some cows and stuff. Some pumpkins, because why not? And I found some coal on the side of the cliff. But as you can see, I'm having a bit of trouble getting the cows into the pen, but these are the first 2 cows for breeding. And look at this little cute snail. This texture pack is very cool. It has some really interesting things like all the mushrooms and like little rocks on the ground and snails and insects and fireflies and stuff. So we went back out again and went to that ravine I seen earlier on. I'm gonna go down and see if I can find much more materials and there's iron. Nice. Okay, our first bits of iron. On day 3 I mined more coal and I found more iron again. Nice. I breeded up, or I got my cows in the pen and I found another sheep, and I decided to start my little first kind of crop area. Just beside our base I wanted to do a bit of terraforming because up on top of this hill is where I want to build a house. Started by putting down 1 log and then mapping out what else I wanted to build. So we got our pillars up, and then I wanted to go mining for some more materials because I want to do like a cobblestone and oak kind of palette on this. It's really boring, but obviously I don't have spruce nearby without going out and looking like really far for spruce maybe like that. I prefer building spruce, so this is going to be a bit tricky to make it look nice, but I think we got it. We got our walls up. And I wanted to make a path down to like main level where like the mine is and the crop farm. And I redesigned it again, and I think this way looks a lot better. Kind of swoops down to the right and back in. I'm going to have to move this crop farm later on because it's in the way of my paths and my ideas. We hopped up and we started making the trim of the roof. So the outer trim of the roof is going to be cobblestone and the centre is going to be oak. And we'll put the cobblestone slabs along the top of it. This texture pack, I'll be honest with you, makes it a bit laggy and it's hard to place down blocks. It's tricky. Obviously I regret putting it on now because I can't take it back off, otherwise the world is corrupt. So I just kind of have to deal with a little bit of lagginess when placing blocks. We're going to put some beams in the house, kind of like structural looking beams, and then fill in these weird looking gaps. I wanted to go out and get some sand for the windows, so that's exactly what I done next. Back at our base and the house is looking pretty good. We're getting our windows in. So I made this little ledge outside of the front of the house. It's going to be some like balcony kind of viewing over our little survival area. I think it'd be pretty cool. Breeded the cows again, and a couple of the sheep. Went down to deep slate level just because I wanted to make deep slate slabs for like texture on top of my walls and stuff. And I came across my first set of diamonds. Obviously I can't mine them right now because I need iron. But great, at least I know they're down here. I'm going to save them. And I went all the way down to like where I would be mining for diamonds, just because it would have been nice. I made like a little area cut out here. This is where I'll be doing my strip mining for diamonds later on in the days. Went back up, slept again. On day 11 I started doing some more stuff around the house. That's what I mean by the deep slate slabs, and now I'm going to make some kind of like banister out here. Deep slate slabs look really good. Came across my first mob to fight, and I made a shield for it just because I don't want to lose any health. A few friends posts around, and it's looking good, but I do need to break up that roof a little bit. It's too plain. Now that's much better. Looks a hell of a lot better now. I decided to add these oak stairs around just to break up the pillars on the outside, and we went some more mining again for material because I wanted to start making my mine, or as I should say, the mine entrance. I love making mine entrances, and I love making them like really natural looking and stuff. Obviously this part isn't very natural, oak logs, but I make it like a rock is on the ground, kind of like where the leftover material was pulled out from the tunnels and just stacked on the outside. And we're going to start doing some more texturing on the outside. A little bit of grass blocks to make it seem like it's flowing over onto the stone area. I think that looks pretty good. Added a little bit more deep slate walls and slabs and stuff like that. It looks pretty good. Maybe I'll add some stairs going down to the bottom of the mine because it makes it a lot quicker. Add a few torches to stop mobs. Day 13 I went out to go exploring again. Found more cows. Just before I take out all mine, it's nice to get any bit of food I can while I'm out. So I'm going out trying to find some iron because I really want to start making armor and iron tools. And yes, that is a pretty deep hole that I'm seeing right now. So I'm going to go down in here and see if we can get to somewhat deep slate level, because I'm trying to get to like the best level for iron. Got down to this huge cave with loads of iron everywhere. Now I don't really have much to protect me, so I went into a nearby cave in there and lit it up, and I found probably one of my biggest iron veins I've ever found. This was ridiculously big. Anyways, back home we were going to smelt all this in my furnaces, and so it was a nice sight to see back at home. Take out these crops and plant some more again. On day 16 I made some furnaces and put them down in my house, and I decided to smelt up all my furnaces. And I went out and got some flowers for some dye because I wanted to make my bed red. I wanted to go back over to the village again and see if I could grab some more things, and there is lots of zombies, so I went and hid in the house and slept for the night. I hope they didn't take out every villager actually, because I might need them later on for trading. And the next day The little zombie was waiting for me outside. I was not going to fight him and wait for him to die in the sun, but I said bring it on. Made some of the red dye and made my red bed and put it down. So it was time to start finishing off a bit in the house. So I wanted to do like a deep slate roof. Deep slate ceiling in the house. Had to collect some of my stuff from the furnaces. And I wanted to make some lanterns for decoration. There's nothing better than lanterns, honestly. And wow, that is a lot of iron. Isn't that crazy amount of iron I have? That was a huge vein. I don't think I'll need to do iron mining for a long time. So time to make up all my tools and all my armor. And we're fully kitted out. Nice. I'm going to retire my old tools in the chest beside my bed. So we can make some chests and barrels. I think they break it up very nicely and add a little bit of kind of homeliness to the house. Add in a cauldron for washing our hands and some chests. It's looking a lot better. I like it. So I wanted to make a to-do board. So I'm going to start off with some birch logs and planks, and basically on this is going to be like lists of things I want to do. So I want to make crop farm, storage house, lava dripstone farm, nether portal, enchantment house, and mob farm. We'll add some slabs to the path to make it easier, so we don't have to keep jumping running up the path. Be much easier. And yeah, it's looking good so far. So I want to make like a center area for like a well, or just the center of my kind of little village or town. So I want to put it here, and then there's going to be like 4 paths, like one to the water around that way, one up to my house, one into the mine, and then one to like the blacksmith. So I've mocked out the one to the water so far. Looks pretty good. Do a few little kind of bends and whatnot in it, just to keep it interesting and not boring and straight. And a while later on, I started getting a little bit more natural. The sounds in this texture pack are really good. It's a pity that it lags though. Day 20 I did some more dirt path. I had to move this sheep farm over a bit because it was in the way of my path and the way I wanted to do it. So I moved them over and took out the old pen, and then worked on the path and made it a little bit more natural again around here. And I added some flowers and stuff around my house just to make it not so plain. Just give it a bit of life. Later on I'll be bone meal and everything as well, just to give it more natural look. And I had to take out this old crop farm that I put in at the very start because of the path that I wanted going up my house. Has to be there, and now that's done. Looks good. And this here is where I want my crop farm to be, so I'm going to step it back a few blocks from the path and add my entrance. And then I started hoeing out all the area I wanted my crops to be grown on. I wanted to add a second level to this, so dirt blocks is what I needed, just so it's not all one big flat area. And I planted some seeds. And I wanted to border up the rest of the crop farm, add some logs on the corners. The next day I went nearby and I found some, like a really big pumpkin patch, like right beside my place, that I didn't notice at first. Really cool. My lighting in here, I wanted to change it up and add in like a scarecrow, so yeah, it looks pretty good. And we added a little bit of kind of like an entrance to it. It looks really good. So I wanted to add it, or shovel out a strip beside the crop farm so I could grow some sugarcane. Fill in the whole water. We'll put some slabs on top of it just to hide the water as well. Makes it easier picking up the sugarcane after. And then plant down our sugarcane. This texture pack is awesome. Look at the clouds and the birds in the sky and the insects chirping. It's so nice. It's a pity that it does lag. It was time to knock off crop farms from our to-do list. Okay. Next I think will be like the storage house or the lava dripstone farm. Speaking of which, I need to actually go out and get some dripstone. I think that's what I will be doing. And then I headed back out again on the hunt for some more materials, and I came across the desert beside beside the savannah that we first spawned in. So I got some cactuses for dye, and I wanted to plant them back at our house. And whoa, that is a huge cave. There's the bed before I go inside. And we're on day 25, the final day of this pack. We'll be headed down inside anyways. This is a huge cave. And oh jeez, I don't want to get attacked by him. Let's go over this way. Well. And we found some of the dripstone that we needed. Anyways, with all the dripstone collected that we wanted, we have quite a few now to start up our thing. I headed back home. The sandstorms and stuff out here look so cool, and we found a little well. Maybe we get some brushes later on and check it out. So, back at home, I decided to start on the lava dripstone farm. I think here is a very unique spot for it, and I'm going to do that. But first, we have to fill in this lava pit. So, let's get this all filled in. Skip the boring part for use, and it's now finished. I decided to go out and wander into the jungle for a while, and I came across my parrot. My new parrot. So, we gave him some seeds to tame him, and we're going to bring this little parrot back home. Put him on a leash and trapped him in my house. Leave in the comments what you want me to name my parrot. I then took up all my cards from the farm and replanted them. I then put up some pillars for the new lava dripstone farm, and I put up some stone brick walls. Let's scrap the bottom of the walls because I want to put tough blocks in for a bit of texture and to make the bottom of the wall look dirty. And I think that looks a lot better. I then started on the outside of the roof and put some iron bars for the windows. And with a deep slit in the middle of the roof, I think that looks pretty good. But now we have to mine out the front because I want to put mud bricks down. But obviously to make mud bricks, we have to get dirt blocks and soak them with water bottles. So that's exactly what I did, and then I mined them up. And I'm going to turn them into mud bricks using wheat, and then I'll lay them out in the front of the house. That looks pretty good, I have to say. Looks very nice. And this is the dripstone kind of farm, as you'd call it. Just fill the top up with lava and you put your dripstone underneath, and eventually they'll fill up all the cauldrons. Looks good though. I'm happy with that. We put some iron bars out the front and that looks very good. Inside we did a bit more decoration. We're just missing a chimney now, and that's the start of the chimney just put in. Looks pretty nice. I had a run-in with a creeper that blew up my pot. This always annoys me. Anyways, inside looks pretty good. We decided to do a bit on the outside. On day 33 I thought it was time to do a bit of exploring and get some spruce saplings so I can get some spruce wood. My village is not going to look good without spruce, I'll be honest, so I have to find it. I came across a temple, obviously got the TNT from underneath. I got some nice loot from the chests, which I was pretty pleased about. A lot of string, which is useful as well. Some emeralds to start us off, and some templates, which was awesome. I'm delighted. Came across a desert village, and there's a camel. I didn't know they were in the game, which is cool. But of course, had to rob the beetroots from my farm. And I came across a jungle, and this panda started doing flips. What? When do pandas do flips? That is so weird. Anyways, I decided to craft some bundles up. I don't know if you guys know this, but bundles are so easy in mid-game. It's like shulker boxes, kind of. But look how clean my inventory is after just making 2 bundles. I came across this huge cave. I'm lucky I didn't fall in here. That would have been very bad. I then decided to get some flowers in the meadows. And then eventually, I came across my spruce biome. Finally, look at that, 2,600 blocks away. I tamed the dog, and I got all my saplings and brought a horse back home with me. But my god, is this the slowest horse I've ever been in my entire life. I think I could run faster than him. But I came across a desert temple, which there was nothing inside, and we still made our trek back home. Eventually, coming back to our beautiful village. Tell me what you want this dog to be named in the comments. I think Rufus is a very suitable name. Now, started swapping out all the trims, and spruce looks 10 times better. I did the same on my house. Come on, you guys have to let me know. That looks so much better than the way it was beforehand. I changed out the centre of my roof for deep slate, and all my fences around my house for spruce, and all the trims spruce as well. I think it just looks so much better. What do you guys think? Looks awesome. I started to do my chimney on my blacksmith, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but if you put a hay bale under a campfire, the smoke goes higher. I found that pretty interesting trick. And that is the chimney complete. I think that's the blacksmith complete altogether now. Looks good. Yeah, we're here at the inside. Nice setup for a chimney or a stove or whatever you want to call it. But now my chests in my house were getting super full. So I think it's time to start in the storage house where the animals are. Let's clear off the lava dripstone farm because that is done now. and we need to move all these cows. But I had to clear them out first. Don't mind all that meat in my inventory. That's enough from them. But I'll cook it up anyways. We need the food. I then made a map of my town, which was great. But I needed 2 of them because I was halfway on a chunk, unfortunately. But anyways, looks good. Hopefully we can see a lot more later on. I then went mining, back for the diamonds that I had left at the very start, because now I had iron, which is great. But I ran out of iron, so now I need to go to sleep next day and wake up and get some more iron. I packed myself up for the expedition in case I was gone for a long time and grabbed my cooked steak. And this zombie came up behind me by surprise, so I killed him really fast. And he almost actually had me. He had a lot of armor on. Look how many hits. My goodness. Anyways, on my expedition I found diamond and a huge vein of iron, but this was actually still quite a big vein of diamond as well. So I took it all up. I then decided to go back home because I had more than enough, and I came across a witch that has absolute aimbot, 360 no scope on all that, and she hit me with a potion when I was so far away. Hey guys, if you made it this far, please click the subscribe button as it really helps out. Thank you. And with that being a close call of the witch hitting me, I finally made my way back home. It was good to see this place. I was gone for a while that time. I cooked up all the iron I had. I had a lot of it too, which was nice. And a creeper blew up my blacksmith. Just like that, it's fixed. With the magic of YouTube and a click of the fingers. You guys didn't have to go through the painful mistake I had to. Anyways, that is a lot of iron. We got absolute heaps that should do us for a long time, and a couple of diamonds. So next up, I want to do the storage house. So I moved all of my animals to a new pen beside the crop farm. And then I cleared out all the area from trees and stuff like that. I laid down my base, laid down some pillars. And then in the inside is going to be where my chests are in between these logs. I kind of like to set this out before I do other stuff like the walls and stuff. Then I put all my chests down with all the signs. Or the frames, my bad. And they're all going to be organized, so I have all the things that are going to be in the chest in the item frames. And I put the roof on with the deep slate. I think it looks cool. I like it with a few lanterns here and there. I had a ladder going up to the roof. I'm going to be doing like some sort of a tower up top, maybe with extra storage and stuff. As you can see, I kind of finished off more stuff on the inside. I have all the chests laid out. As you can see, this is like my wood, my logs, my planks, my kind of like furnace stuff for like the iron bars and stuff like that. And then I have all like different types of things like iron ores are in this chest and food is in this chest, mob drops, trees, all just separated and organized. Like in the lights, they have lights and blah blah blah, the sand, all great and organized. I did a little bit more on the inside, the carpet, some more shelves with chests and furnaces, like a workbench to make it just look that bit more like a workhouse. And I put a bed in here hidden just so I don't have to run up to my house if I want to sleep at night. I then got the roof onto the house. So like that, spruce trim, deep slate inside. We've got a porch over the front door, and it was time to work on the tower. I obviously towered up whatever it was with the spruce, and then spruce trim around the outside and deep slate again for the roof. And that looks fantastic, I think, in my opinion. Looks great. It needs a lot more though, so we're going to go back up again and I'll show you what I've done. I did loads of like extra storage on the inside. Coming to the left side of my storage house, I wanted to do stables here, so I had to clear it out. And it was just going to be for my horse and the llama I was going to be putting here. So what I did was I cleared all this stuff, and I got some leaves as well to decorate around my storage house. And I made some flower pots, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but if you get pots and some bamboo and some hedges or leaves, it looks like a nice little tree design, or like a kind of like a pot with a flower. I don't know, it looks cool in my opinion. And all the trees are spraying down the side of the blacksmith, which I think is cool. We're going to just bone meal around the outside just to give it a little bit of a natural feel to it. And that looks absolutely perfect. That's exactly what I was going for. And during the daytime, it still looks good during the daytime, which I'm surprised. Usually my builds don't. And now I'm going to be giving you a little bit of a tour on the inside again, just to show you we have all of our chests. They're all neatly organized and deep slate and a nice window, and you come up to the tower and it's fantastic. You have the tower house. Looks great. Extra storage. Don't know if I'll ever use it, but you get the nice view of over the crops. So next I want to do the nether portal. I'm going to think, yeah, I'd put it here beside my storage house, but I needed obsidian, so we get some lava from our lava farm, buckets of water, and we'll break the obsidian and start building a nether portal, the main frame for it. With that, I have the main kind of idea done. It needs a lot more. During the daytime, I did some spruce kind of touches on it with some breaks of cobblestone and on it. I'm not going in there now though. It's too dangerous. I'm not geared up for it at the minute. I think that looks great. We're going to add some like leaves to the outside to stop, because eventually I'm going to have this like town all boarded up so villagers can't get out once I have them in. Yeah, it might sound like kidnappy, but they're not leaving, I swear. But yeah, I'm going to do that around the whole place. I then worked on the cave entrance. I think this looks fantastic. Loads of like stone cutters and furnaces to make it look busy and like it's an actual work site, which is really cool. And I added some logs here for like, I know, it's like a shipping yard or whatnot. Some logs kind of to break it up, like they were delivered here and they're strapped down to the ground. And I decided to add in another set of jungle. But with that being done, it was now to take nether portal off of my to-do list. I wanted to do campfire and a stables now. I know I said stables earlier on, but I'm going to be doing it now. Straight after the campfire, but first I added in a little kind of water spout. Water coming into a pot and the little wheel beside it for pumping it out. And the little campfire here, we have the benches and the log for sitting on. It's nice and cozy and it fills up this empty spot on my village, which is quite cool. I also, outside the blacksmith, added like a smelting pot with a campfire on it. I think it looks cool. But yeah, that's all of this done. I think this looks fantastic. There's so much around now and it just gives it so much more life and not make it so plain. Anyways, onto the stables. I put down some logs to kind of give me an idea and I just built it. I saved you guys the hassle of watching it all. It was actually quite quick to build. I decided to put my llama and horse back in the pen. The horse will go in the middle, yeah, because that's the important one. He's slow, but hopefully someday I can breed him with other horses to get a nice fast horse. To the center of town, I know I said I wanted to put a well here, but I'm going to put a big cherry blossom tree. I think it'll look perfect. You'll see what I mean now in a minute. So I'm going to bone meal the cherry and god damn, that's not the way I wanted it, but I'll fix that. Just give me 2 seconds, but YouTube magic, click done, and that looks perfect. I think that's a perfect town center. We have the lectern there and we have a lamp and some flower pots just to give it a bit of life, I guess. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I think that suits it a lot more than doing a little small well. Kind of breaks up the vibes and adds a little bit of colour into my town. While I was working on my cow farm, oh my god, I've never seen this. A spider with a skeleton? That caught me by surprise and scared the living hell out of me. Anyways, during the next day, 65, I had made my sheep and my cow farm and it looks great. It's like a pen for them. I took it away from the crop farm because I do want to put my enchantment house there and then the docks beside it. So starting off, I put down the bookshelves for the enchantment house, some pillars on the outside. I think that looks good. Can't complain about that. I'm going to put a roof on it now. And there. I think that roof is perfect. It's weird. It's actually quite odd. I'm usually terrible at building roofs, but I kind of like the ones in this world. I put down cherry blossom planks on and logs on the floor. And time to slap down a new enchantment table. With a bit more decoration, I put some anvils, some grinding stones and chests and stuff in there. With some red carpet. Later on that day, I went to the mountain that was nearby my house. As you can see, my house is over there. And I found like really cool drop on the inside. Maybe later on we'll do some sort of builds over here. I think this has really good potential for doing like a little small village around or something down the inside. But with that, the sun is going down and it's time to get back home. So leap of faith coming in 3, 2, 1. And we're good. Thank you. This is something I've never came across before. Are zombies able to go on sheep? Well, I mean, I guess they can, but I almost lost my life to a drowned here. He almost sent me down this big hole. That could have ended very badly. The next day I wanted to enchant my pickaxe and luckily I got fortune 2, therefore meaning I should go diamond mining and get some more diamonds. Hopefully meaning I get better drops when I mine them, which is perfect for what I need next. So off I go down to the mines again to try and find some diamonds. And I found some veins of diamonds here. This was a pretty big one, I have to say. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty big. I got quite a lot of diamonds while I was out there. That's quite a lot. So it's time to make up full gear and get rid of all the iron stuff. Before I do that, I'm going to do XP fishing. This is painfully slow. And I think I'm going to have to make an armadillo next. And I am. This is the chest of stuff that I'll need for it. I'll have to go out and get the armadillo as well. And the zombie. But the armadillo can be found out there. And I'm going to put it underneath the enchantment house for easiness sake. At night time, I got the zombie and I lured him down into the hole that was needed for the armadillo XP farm. And in he goes, as easy as that. Great. I'm going to get a name tag and call him George just so he doesn't despawn. Hello George, you are now kidnapped and you are staying here for good. I then put some train tracks down to lead the armadillo into the composter. And I skipped all the boring stuff, and that's the room made. We still need to do a roof, but in those barrels beside me we'll keep the potions. But for now, to make potions I need to go to the nether. So let's go up to my to-do board and see what I gotta do next. So without the docks and the mob farm, I gotta get nether wart next and blaze rods. So off to the nether I go and do this so I can enchant all my armor and tools. And that will be 3 things ticked off of the to-do board. So with that, I made all diamond armor, retired all my iron armor, so I could not die in the nether. Would be nice. Decided to put an armor stand up in my house and retire all my iron armor on it, just as a memory of what helped me build this world. Put an axe in its hand and we're good to go. In the nether I went, and I'll be honest guys, I hate the nether. I find it like the most scariest place. I always like die in normal survival in the nether. But off to the nether fortress, and I found one across this lava lake. Went inside and found the nether wart, thankfully. I have bad luck in worlds with finding fortresses that don't have nether warts. And these nether fortresses are so dangerous. I hate being in them. And if you've made it this far, please subscribe. I'm watching you. Subscribe now, please. But off to the blaze spawner, and I hate these. These are so hard to get, but I got loads of blaze rods. I need to get plenty of them to make some Eyes of Ender and some potions. But here's a very close call. I almost died here, like really close to dying. Decided to run around the corner, try and eat a bit of steak, blah blah blah. Came around and they hit me even though I had my shield up. God knows that I was out of there. I was not staying for that. I was like, nope. On my way back home I went. So back up at the portal, that was scary. I do not want to go back in there for a long time again. The diamond armor I found from the nether fortress is going on my horse, and now he looks blinged out. And how did the drown get in here? I'm gonna have to see how that happened, because I ain't dealing with that later on when I have villagers in here. So the next few days I wanted to spend my time enchanting all my armor and tools. To do this I need to get some potions made of infestation so I can put it on my armadillo. Obviously you have to be splash potion, which is great. We take them, we go down, and thankfully my diamond pickaxe is fortune 3, which will help get more diamonds. But basically this is how it works. You put the cactus underneath and you throw the infestation potion on him, and because he's not really taking damage but he is taking damage, silverfish will spawn. And this way of getting XP is actually kind of broke. I nearly feel like it's cheating in a sense, but I only have 100 days. I can't think of any other way of getting fast XP and fully enchanted tools in 100 days. But anyways, I'm going to do up every tool I have and I'll come back in a few days and see what we have. And would you believe, look at this sword. 1 enchantment got me unbreaking. Got me unbreaking 3, fire aspect 2, sharpness 4 and looting 3. Oh my god, that is like the best enchantments you can get. It's unbelievable, unheard of. So eventually on day 78, took 4 days, but I got probably the best enchantments you can get. Apart from mending, I have to somehow pull a villager over for mending. But look at all these. We got my lucky pick, we got my scooper with all my silk touches and everything, my chopper. I name every tool and every armor I have. It's great. I like doing it. I have my slasher as my sword. Unbelievable sword. Can't go wrong with it at all. That's all my tools. And then for my armor, I have my Nikes. Yes, my Nikes. I have my pantaloons. Everybody likes wearing some pantaloons. My bulletproof vest. Like, look at all these enchantments. They're like the best you can get. Cap. Stop the cap. I know you ain't capping on me. That's my cap. Brilliant as well. But yeah, we're totally blinged out now, ready to fight the Ender Dragon. But we do need to do a few things first. Wanted to clear off the things on the board that we had already done, and I wanted to put on, so mending villager, I want to have a little stall for him in the village. Made this stall, nice wool roof. I didn't go to plan those, unlucky thing. I was actually in the village, the last villager alive in the village beside me, and I tried to get him up out of the hole. He wouldn't move, and I decided to hit him once and he just poofed. Oh, anyways, docks have to be made before the end dragon has to be fought. I want to do the docks. Started off with the docks, some plain simple stuff. We're going to do a little dock house with 2 separate docks going out, nice little path. But yes, now we have the roof on, a little bit more decorations. It looks good. I don't know if you guys knew this, but if you put out a campfire with your shovel, also that too, but you can put fish on the campfire, make it look like he's selling stuff, or they're just laid out. You can put any type of food on there actually. But we have a little steps up now with 2 of them, just little decorations with chains on the side. And with all that, it's complete now. We have our fishery with little signs with the fish in it. Looks great, with boats laying around with loads of storage. Makes it look real busy, like it's bringing in goods and stuff from other villages. And I like this a lot, with the village, or with the paths going out to the docks, and we have a zombie chilling in one of the boats. It's actually kind of a good protection. And with that, I'm going to put some bone meal around the place to make it look a little bit more natural again, because it was looking quite plain just with normal grass. And with this texture pack, it's given me loads of different things that I can pick up with Silk Touch, like the pebbles and stuff, and I'm going to scatter them around just to give it a bit of life, because I really do like all of this stuff. And with all that done, it's time to take docks off the list. So what's left now is the end dragon. We're going to fight him, and I have everything here to what I need to do with the end dragon. We've all our slow falling, gold enchanted apples, building materials, scaffolding for going up to the towers. We have a water bucket in case Enderman come along. And then we need to sort out my inventory with all the tools and stuff. I forgot one thing, I have to make a bow. Really important. So after a while, I got a few bows enchanted with some pretty decent powers. It was just an idea of just mashing them all together now to try and make some really good bows. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And I called it Bohemian Rhapsody. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Put it down in the comments if you know what that song, or who sings that song rather. I'll be disappointed if you don't. But we got Flame, Unbreaking 3, Power 5 and Punch 2 on our bow. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Before we fight the Ender Dragon, I forgot about Ender Pearls, so that's what we got to do next. And fighting loads of Ender Dragons. Best place I think is in the Nether, in whatever biome this is called. Blue Wood biome. But yeah, you just got to look at them, and I got plenty of them after a few, because I got Looting Tree on my sword, so it just makes this so much easier. Although I could have done without the flame on my sword, because I think it kills them before I can get a smack at them. So technically the flame kills them, not the Looting Tree. But yeah, we got plenty of pearls ready to change into whatever we want. Eye of Enders, more than likely. But yes, what's that, 20 Eye of Enders? Perfect, more than enough, I think so. Anyways, put them in there, and I think we're ready to go. And not so fast. I forgot I didn't have infinity on my bow, so I did a couple of more enchantments. Eventually I got it, and I put it on, because we need infinity. I don't have enough arrows yet for all of that. So now we set off on the big adventure of throwing these ender pearls, or Eye of Enders, and seeing what direction. And it's out this way, so we gonna go, and hopefully it's not too far away. Actually came across this big crevice. I'm gonna jump it. I'm gonna do an Indiana Jones, and I'm gonna jump it, and I'm gonna make it. Oh, phew. Whew. That was a big jump. That was a very big jump. And off we go again. And we came across another one, and I'm gonna do it again, because I am Indiana Jones, or Tarzan, whatever you want to call me, because I'm in the jungle at the end of the day. Oh crap. Whoa. Jesus. Oh my god. Feather Falling really does its thing. I lost like no hearts. Anyways, we throw another Ender Pearl, and let's keep going. And we throw it again over this ocean. Whew. It's gonna be far away, isn't it? Eventually I come to land again, and I throw it another time, and it's still going. Eventually, I think this might be it, because it's a village, and usually they're underneath villages. Let's throw to make sure. Okay, it's heading towards the village. I think it's at this village, so let's go and see. I'm at the village now. I'm going to throw it. Yes, and it changed its direction, so it's somewhere around here. And it's right down here. Right, I'm going to keep 12 I'm glad I brought enough end of eyes, because I have 12 of them. Hopefully I don't need them all. I really doubt it, but we're going to go mining straight down with the 2-block strategy, so I don't fall into lava or anything. And eventually we hit it, which is great. Down in the stronghold. This was a very tiny stronghold. It literally was those stairs down into this room. So there was no library or anything. But yeah, I can't believe we're at this part already. Wow. Yes. We needed all 12 Eye of Enders. That could have been a disaster. But I'm going to fill in this lava because I don't like the idea of jumping through that. And we're going to place down all of the Eye of Enders. We finally made it. Are you ready for this, guys? Because I'll tell you what, I definitely am not. Whew, I've never fought the Ender Dragon by myself before. Let's get ready and we're going to jump in 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. Oh, what? We just spawned in a box. I cleared out a little path to go up and fight the Ender Dragon. And what is this glitch? Look at the sky in here. What is this? This is usually not like this all the time, is it? Is my texture pack like absolutely bugged out? Anyways, I towered up and I'm going to destroy all of these. I can't even remember what you called them, but I'm going to trick shot. We're going to absolutely beam these all out of it. I'm going to skip all the misses for you guys. I hit every time, don't worry. I hit every single time. Great. And bam, and bam, and then we need to get up to that last one. Oh, 2 more actually, in the cages. We fly down here with our slow falling. I've never actually fought the Ender Dragon with slow falling. It's so handy. We're going to go straight over to the other one and tower up. And we're going to break it. And that is it. Time to start slashing the Ender Dragon. So I slashed and I slashed and I slashed while getting absolutely obliterated by his breath. I had a few close calls with Enderman, but eventually kept hitting him and kept hitting him and kept hitting him. This was actually kind of easy, I can't lie. I always think of the Ender Dragon as such a big challenge. But eventually, he's done. And he absolutely demolishes in front of me. This is great. I love this, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to get all this XP. So this is my first time doing the Ender Dragon by myself, and I think I did a pretty good job. There probably wasn't a need for half of the stuff in my inventory, but it's no harm. No harm done at all. Yes. Actually, I'm going to get this egg. Huh? The egg? Hello? Hello? Oh my god. What happened to the egg? Anyways, disobeying the egg. We're going to go up to the end portals out to the end cities because I'm not done here yet. Don't want to go back home just now. Do want to get an elytra, and the sky in the end is really annoying me. I think this is a glitch with the texture pack I'm using right now. Very buggy texture pack. I would not recommend it at all. But eventually, after a long time, I came across an end city with a ship. I came across a few of them, but no ships. Obviously, you can only find the elytras in the ships. So let's get up there and get it sorted. I want to fly out here in style. So after killing the shulker, I finally was able to get in here and get my elytra. Oh, that's a relief after 88 days. Not great loot in there. I'll take the shovel after though. I'll put on the elytra. Forgot to bring fireworks. God damn it. What a pain. So eventually I made it back to the end island. And time to go home. And it's the credits. I don't know if you... Tell me if you guys have seen the credits. Let me know in the comments. I've seen the credits only once before. It's great seeing them every time, but I'm going to skip it. You just don't want to see all of that. Back home, we made it again on safe land. So on the night time of day 89, I'm going to mash these 2 shovels together. And now we have mending on our shovel. It's just to do it on the rest of them now would be handiest. But back to our to-do list board, I'm going to take away End Dragon. And then I put on the mending villager, and we still have yet to mob farm to do. Obviously we don't have the mending villager over at the normal village, so I had to go far away, and I got 2 villagers back with me because you need 2 for breeding. So let's get these back home safe and sound. So I got these off into my crop farm because this is the best place for them to breed. Nothing can get in or nothing can get out. Come on guys, you can mate now. And I did forget that you need to have beds for them to do whatever they need to do. So I made a little room underneath just to spam loads of bed in. The more beds you have, the more villagers that are going to be bred and spawned in. After a while, they're going to start making love. Don't worry, I'm not watching. Okay, I won't watch. Come on, hurry up. Have they got it? Hey, baby villager. Nice to meet you, buddy. Next step was to secure the village from stuff getting in and villagers getting out. So I had to secure everything out. I already had done this with fences all around everywhere. But after a while, you see there's lots of little baby villagers running around. After a while we can let these out and it'll make our town look really, really busy. So I decided to do something with the lectern in the middle of my village. So in here I'm going to have top engagers. So whoever comments and whoever leaves some nice comments or anything behind, the top engager, their names will be put into this. So anyone who comments, anyone who subscribes, if I can see your name. And yeah, just leave likes and comments and subscribe, as it helps a lot. Thank you. On day 93 there was mayhem in the crop farm. Somehow a zombie got in and was infecting all my villagers. Oh my god, I can't be having this after going so far to get them. Oh my god, and now there's a baby villager zombie running around. Oh my god. But after that, we finally got rid of them and there was no more, thank god. I went to the old village and brought back a few horses, just because I wanted to fill up my last stables, get them in here and be done. On day 94, my villagers were still making love. And I needed to bring one away because it was time I got mending. So let's bring him away. I brought him far enough away that he doesn't interact with all the old beds and workstations. He's going into this hole, and eventually we got him into a villager. So we got to flick this switch and flick it a few times to change the book and hopefully get mending. And oh my god, you wouldn't believe it guys, I literally spent 3 minutes and I got mending. This is so unheard of. I usually spend like 40 minutes flicking the cycles of the villager to get mending. And just like that, we got it. So we got to lock it off and bring him back home straight away. Eventually, we got him back into our village again, and it's time to get him into his little market stall. We've only 5 more days left, and we have our mending villager in there. He's very expensive. How did the little baby villager get out? At least he's stuck in a boat now. But we need to get our mending books, but he's very expensive. It's very frustrating. But let's go and buy at least one off of him, so we can feel good about ourselves, I guess. I think so. What are we going to put it on? I think we should put it on our sword. Why not? We'll be using that for the armadillo if we need more XP and stuff anyways. So let's get the mending on it. And that's our sword fully done. So then it was time to let all the villagers in day 97. Hello, do you guys want to leave or not? The baby wants to leave for whatever reason. God knows. But eventually they all kind of dispersed out and they're all finding their workstations. I don't know why he's standing up on the top engager book. But yeah, they've all found a place. Now tell me this, that just makes the village look like it's come to life. So on the nighttime at 97, it was time to clear off this top of this plains on the mountain that was nearby that I was on earlier on. Because I want to make a mob farm. Now it's a short stout, but I have looting on my sword, so they don't need to drop very far from me. Just a basic mob farm. There's tutorials everywhere on these. This is how I made it. Now I think I might have made this wrong because it didn't seem to work later on. Will you guys in the comments let me know if you know why it's not working? It's on day 99 now and I've spent quite a long time at it as well. Time to put my last 2 trapdoors, and that's what I seem to think that it's done. We get rid of all the light obviously, but yeah, get rid of the lights and I don't know, just let me know if you know why it's not working because it's really frustrating. It's day 100 now and I was hoping to have a working mob farm. Like, do I have to be down a certain height from the spawning platform for the mobs for it to work? I think that might be the problem. So if you guys want to see a day 200, that's what I will be doing. I'll be extending that. But time to get back home, and it's coming up to nearly day 101. I've only a few minutes left to show you guys what I have done in this world. Time to land back in this village for the final time in this episode. But yeah, I think this place turned out great and I appreciate you guys and thanks for watching so much. It started off with our house at the start here and I love this. It's really cozy and homely, and our parrot and our dog. Please leave a comment if you want them to be named. So I'm thinking like the mending villager we've done, so we can actually go ahead and take that off. But if you guys do want another 200 days, I plan on doing the wither, maybe a smelter and a few other things. Leave in the comments, let me know. I need your guys' engagement, so let me know what you want to see, or if you want to see a fresh episode of me on an island surviving. But yeah, I think this place looks fantastic. We have our caves and our mines, our blacksmiths, our center tree in the town. The blacksmith looks really cool. I really like it. Yes, don't forget the top engager book. Leave your comments. Jesus, llamas all over the place. We have a crop farm, lovely storage house. This turned out great. I'm so pleased about this. We have our little armor stand up there now. And then we have our stables with all our horses and one llama. Really weird. We have our enchantment with the armadillo XP underneath. You've seen that already. The mending villager stand. We have our cow and our sheep area. And then we have our fishery with our docks. Now this, it just looks fantastic. And I appreciate you guys for watching so much. Like that, if you want to see more, leave it in the comments. This was really fun, and I actually really enjoyed this time. I use a lot of my creative skills. I really like using tutorials for builds and all that, but this time I was like, you know what, I have to build my own stuff. So that's exactly what I did. But thank you guys so much, and see you later. Peace.